Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's session, I'm going to talk about a play called Arden of Faversham. A-R-D-E-N, Arden of Faversham. F-A-V-E-R-S-H-A-M. Arden of Faversham. This is the play about which I'm going to talk today. Before that, subscribe my channel if you have not yet subscribed the channel. And this play was said to be an Elizabethan era stage play. And in the year of 1592, this play got into the stationery registers. Okay, and the same year, this play was printed by Edward White. This play actually was attributed to Thomas Cade, Christopher Marlowe, and even William Shakespeare. Might be written by solely by any one of these three playwrights, or might have written by collaboratively by all these three playwrights. But some scholars believe that this might have written by William Shakespeare, but the actual information is uncertain. It's an assumption of the scholars. And this play depicts the real life murder of Thomas Arden by his wife Alice Arden, okay, along with her lover, and even their subsequent discovery and punishment got discussed in this play. And this play is an example of domestic tragedy, a form of Renaissance play which dramatized recent and local crimes rather than historical events. The Oxford Shakespeare edition of the year 2016, which attributes the play is written by Shakespeare with an anonymous collaborator. Some scholars believe that the play was attributed to Thomas Watson with the contribution by Shakespeare. Thomas Arden was a successful businessman in the early Tudor period. Arden took advantage of tumult of Reformation to make his fortune trading in the former monastic properties dissolved by Henry VIII in the year 1538. In fact, the house in which he was murdered was a former guest house of Faversham Abbey, A-B-B-E-Y, the Benedictine Abbey near the town. His wife Alice had taken a lover, a man of low status named Mosby. So along with this lover, she plotted to murder her husband. After several bungled attempts on his wife, two ex-soldiers from the former English dominion of Calais, C-A-L-E-I-S, Calais, known as Black Will and Shakeback, they were hired and continued to make botched attempts. Arden was finally killed in his own home in the year of 1551, the month of February 14, and his body was left out in a field during a snowstorm, in the hope that the blame would fall on someone who had come to Faversham for the St. Valentine's Day fair. The snowfall stopped. However, before the killer's track was covered, and the tracks were followed back to the house. Bloodstained swabs and rushes were found. The killers quickly confessed. Alice and Mosby were put on trial and convicted of the crime. He was hanged and she burnt at the stake in the year 1551. Black Will may also have been burnt at the stake after he had fled to Flanders. The English records state that he was executed in Flanders, while the Flemish records state that he was extradited to England. Shakeback escaped and was never heard of again. Other conspirators were executed and hanged in chains. George Bradshaw, who was implicated by an obscure passage in a sealed letter he had delivered, was wrongly convicted and posthumously acquitted. This story was been known to Elizabethan readers through the account of Raphael Halinshed's Chronicles. Although the murder was so notorious that it was also possible that it was in the living memory of some of the anonymous playwrights' acquaintances. Both the play and the story in Holinshed's Chronicles were later adapted into broadside ballad, The Complaint and Lamentation of Mistress Arden of Faversham in Kent. Now let me list out the main characters, like the Thomas Arden, who was the primary characters, was actually a self-made man who was a mayor of Faversham. He was appointed as the king's controller of imports and exports. He made his will in the year 1515, the month of December, before a few months of his death. Then his wife, Alice Arden, she is the one who makes a plan to kill him along with their lover, Mosby. Mosby is Alice's lover. Thomas Arden frequently belittles him for being a tailor. His sister Susan, who serves Alice as a maid. Michael is, Arden's butler, like servant, okay? He becomes a pawn in the murder plot after he is promised in Susan's hand in marriage. Black Bill and Shakebag, they are the murderers who were hired by Alice's trusted accomplice Green. Various complications foiled several of their attempts to kill Arden. Shakebag is shown to be more evil of the two. Then Franklin, Thomas Arden's best friend, a traveling companion on the road from London. He tells a tale of female infidelity. The authorship of the play was not yet clear, is not uncertain, because some people believe that it was written by Thomas Kidd, some people believe it was written by Christopher Marlowe, some believe that it was written by Shakespeare, some believe that the play was written by these three, collaborated to write this play. But in the year of 2013, the RSC published an edition attributing the play in part to William Shakespeare. Shakespeare had an ancestor named Thomas Arden on his mother's side, but he died in the year 1546, around 4 years prior to the Thomas Arden in the play. Well, that's it about the play. Thanks for listening. Subscribe.